I hooked into something. I'm out in 630. Jeez. Down, and so is the swell. The winds are kind of out of the southeast, and so it should be dead calm out there. High tide is at 8 o'clock, so that should give me enough time to get out there, find bait. There's scattered rain showers, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Otherwise, let's get out there and give it a try. Sunrise is right at about 40 minutes from now. Same Damashi from last trip a few days ago. And I tied 2 on last night, or tied 2 up. So, should be good at least for this trip. Ideally, I wouldn't waste more than 1. Well, ideally, I would just use this one. My last Damashi lasted about 5 trips. And that's about how long you can go before the hooks start rusting, even with washing them down with fresh water. But it's so calm out here right now that I think I'll be able to see bait on the surface. Nice. They're definitely on my Damashi right now. Hopefully I don't super tangle it up. There's plenty of time for them to jump on it though. Oh yeah. That was kind of the benefit of it just sitting there. I had my phone out and I was trying to get it back in the little dry pouch, and that's how 4 jumped on there. I had 5 hooks on there, but 6 baits already. I'm not even out to where I was gonna look for bait. I'm at 90 feet of water right now, so good start. Most of those baits were pretty small, like the first 2. One was slightly bigger, maybe 7 inches, 8 inches or so. Well, I just came over some more bait, and pretty sure this guy ripped off one of the hooks on my Damashi because that was in his mouth, and the other hook was in his eye. This is kind of the area where I want to target wahoo, 120 to 100. So we'll at least give it a drift here for a little bit. The bait does seem a little bit more nervous. The drift's about less than 1 knot, so not too bad. I'm out into 130 now. Bait's starting to get nervous. Just had a hit in my line. Just a something had him. Stole my bait. Looks like the rain is finally letting up some. I'm 100% drenched. The camera lens is covered in water. The 3rd bait that I put out was getting hit by aha, or the needlefish. So I'm still dragging it around. I tried dropping it to the bottom, didn't have any luck. It's getting pretty rough and stuff out here. Hooked up on the jig as it hit the bottom. Whatever this is pretty small. Hopefully it's not a trigger fish. Yep. That's gotta be one of the bigger one of those I've caught. Here we go. Another bait. I think that's bait number 4. I had a feeling there was something down there. So I dropped the jig on it, and sure enough, a few cranks in, nailed it. Feels like a small GT. Maybe not that small. Oh, there it goes. Came off right there. Man, is he gonna float to the surface? Hooked up 170. Kind of the classic tuna run. Feeling a lot heavier than a kava kava. Now it's fighting a little bit. Come marking something right under the kayak right now. It's towing me around. This has got to be a yellowfin tuna. Saw something at 50 feet, so I gotta have it close. There we go. I can see something down there. There we go. Nice. Beautiful yellowfin tuna. Super yellow on that one. Maybe it's just the lighting. That was some sweet redemption after this morning not being able to pull anything off. This is that one opala that was hooked in the eye. Something's either eating him or about to eat him. Nope. Actually, something did hit him. Looks like something hit him on the side. But back out. Come on, stay on. Jeez, what a disaster. Hooked up in 196. Jeez. I was not prepared for this at all. I was just trying to jig, and I just hear my line go plop, and then I go to turn to grab the rod, and I accidentally put it into gear. I'm pretty sure my bait was still freaking out, so whatever this is just barely grabbed it. It's taking me in though. Man, I'm glad I didn't chicken out and head in because the wind came down, the swells came down, the fish started biting. I think this is another yellowfin tuna. I think it wore itself out at the beginning, taking that big long run. I think I can see it coming up on the fish finder. That or it's a shark coming to eat this thing. Close. I'm in my leader now. Oh, this looks like a GT. Nice. He's totally full of air. Another nice GT, probably 30 pounds or so. Yeah, cough that air out, dude. What a cool looking fish though. Actually, I think he's gonna swim away just fine. Alright. Thanks for playing, friend. There he goes. So when that GT ate it, he swallowed it all the way down because my line is all the way frayed up here. So even with a live bait hook, you end up hooking fish in the corner of the mouth a lot, especially GT, just because I think their mouths are so hard. But I'm going to tie on a wire rig to this now, because that's what I just plan on using the rest of the day on the off chance I run into something with sharp teeth. So I've got 3 baits left in the tube. It's 11:14 right now. The minor bite just started. I think it's like or maybe it's about to start. 11:17 to 1:17. So I didn't really check the fishing forecast before I came out here. I just thought it was an outgoing tide and kind of went for it. Turns out I misread like the tide times, but in a stroke of luck, I decided to stay out here a little bit longer, and that's resulted in all the fish that I've caught, even that trigger fish. But I got these 3 other baits. 2 I'd like to save to try and get an ono, a wahoo on the way in. So that leaves 1 more. So I thought I'd go scope it out kind of deep. On the way out here, I didn't see anything worth dropping my jig on, so mountain 500, 492-ish. And throw on our next bait. Feel like I should just put the big bait out here. Dang, I hooked into something. I'm out in 630. Jeez. That's not my bait. Felt the head shake. It is, it's staying on the surface. This is on the wire. Actually, there's my leader. Whatever I've got is right here. Or not. Was right here. Kind of a different fight than I'm used to. Of course, I'm usually not hooking up out in 700 feet. don't want to crank down my drag too much. What is that? That might be a wahoo. It's long and skinny. Or it might be a giant barracuda. It's a giant barracuda. What the heck? Monster barracuda. Holy crap. What a monster. That is a barracuda. It's got to be pushing 30 or 40 pounds. Definitely not worth flipping to get this guy unhooked. Even though I think I can get the hooks out of him. Man, I thought I had a wahoo. It was the right shape, right length. Just not quite right. Awesome fight though. I wasn't sure. I thought I could have had like a billfish or a tuna or a wahoo. This thing's so big. I don't know where my stinger hook is. This is gonna be real big and stinky, nasty. That is a barracuda. How? What the heck? Did it just re-hook itself? I think it's just tangled in its teeth. You dummy. goes, the monster. I feel like when I go and fish out way deep, I catch more barracuda than anything else. That's a Kaku in Hawaiian, great barracuda. And that thing was a freaking giant. Like that had to have been right around 40 pounds. My friend Billy, he's a Florida boy. He's telling me about these like 4 to 6 foot long barracuda that just will bite like people's hands off and stuff.